Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're continuing our theme of minimalistic missions and we are going to Minmus. As you can see, our ship doesn't even have a crew capsule, we only have a robotic probe and command seat. So let's launch. Booster separation is now. Everything is normal and nominal. Our speed is rising, our apopsis is rising. Let's execute the gravity turn. And we are almost in the orbit. Just tiny corrections and we will be there. Our apopsis is 74 kilometers and our periapsis is going to be approximately the same. Here we're executing our Minmus burn. Everything seems to be in order. And let's watch Jebediah leaving the sphere of influence of Kerbin. So here we are. We're going to circularize and land almost in the same maneuver. This is a nice spot to land in. And we are going to do it now. Okay, we're almost 1000 meters away from the surface. Our speed is very low. Everything is perfect. And we are going to touch down in a mere seconds. Touchdown. But wait, we still have 600 meters delta V. That is just way too much. So we are going to do another version of this flight. Here, let me present to you Minmus Light Mark II. This version is even lighter. We only have one little fuel tank in the upper stage with most tiniest engine. We have one fuel tank in next stage and two fuel tanks with 4 engines in the first stage. So let's launch it. We're trying to go with the most efficient speed possible, trying to keep our atmospheric efficiency as close to 100% as we can, doing tiny thrust corrections when we are closing to 99.9%. But sometimes we'll go over because it is a bit hard to press the button long enough. But as soon as we start our gravity turn, it practically doesn't matter because the density of the atmosphere falls too fast and we just can't keep the same atmospheric efficiency. Here we are. Our apopsis is 79 kilometers. And we're trying to circularize our orbit. Trying is probably a bad word, because we have done it so many times. I can do it probably almost blindfolded. Please note the word almost. Okay, we are ready for transfer to Minmus. And we are going to do the usual alarm clock thingy. Here I was trying to calculate how much time I would need for the burn, because half of it will be done with the fairly powerful 47-8 engine, and another part will be done with the very tiny engine which can provide 1.5 kilonewtons of thrust. Yes, our engine is that small. And here we are, dropping our last stage. We only have approximately 200 meters per second delta V to cover. And here we are. and counter with Minmus. Let's do this slight course correction to make sure that we go into equatorial orbit and we have fairly low periapsis. Perfectly done. So all we have to do now is time warp into the sphere of influence of Minmus and time warp to periapsis. Okay. Again, circularization and landing. Here is our orbit. And we're going to land approximately here. So we're going to lower our apoapsis and go for the orbit and burn. And here we are going for the final approach to the land. I admit it took me a couple of tries because most of the time I'm not able to slow down fast enough and I'm starting the deceleration burn too late. But after a couple of tries we achieved landing. And here we go, we only have 0.39 units of fuel left. And we have to return home. But how we're going to do it? Here we are going to use another mod, which I added, and some of you probably already noticed it. It is Vanguard Technologies personal parachutes. But how we're going to get into the orbit and into the sphere of influence of Kerbin? Well, very simple. We have EVA pack, and EVA pack packs approximately 600 meters per second of delta V. It is more than enough to get back from Minmus to Kerbin. Actually, it's even a bit of an overkill, because I think that return from Minmus takes approximately 400 meters per second delta V. Maybe a little bit more, but definitely less than 600. You will see that we will have EVA propellant left, and probably we could have removed this EVA propellant from the capsule to make it even lighter. Well, not the capsule, but from the command seat. Maybe would have saved a little bit of delta V, but honestly I can't be bothered. 1.6 units of monopropellant doesn't weigh too much, and in previous shot you've seen our Kerbal slingshotting around the Kerbin through the solid surface because of the extreme time warping factor. But now we are finally entering the atmosphere, and Bill is having the time of his life. So let's wait until 5000 meters and deploy our parachute. Why 5000 meters? Just to be sure, because Kerbals actually have very low aerodynamic drag and they tend to kind of speed up through the atmosphere, so we better be safe than sorry. Okay, and here we are, splashdown in the Kerbin Ocean. Bill went to Minmus in tiniest vehicle and returned home safely. So let's send a search and rescue party and look at his happy face. Alright. And unfortunately, it is that time where I have to say thank you all for watching. Remember to like, dislike and comment this video in the section below. My name is Darlock and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.